You know who this is? Well, way I got this camera set up, it's kind of hard to actually see correctly or look correctly into the camera, but I want to talk to y'all right now about something. What is it with some folks that sometimes they believe that the best way to communicate with someone is basically to take and to act like they believe you're the jerk in the situation when they're not. And, well, I once dealt with a person that was basically someone that decided that if something happened to them, you weren't worth their time to talk to you about the problem. Like if they had to go in the hospital or if they had to go somewhere to get treated for something, they didn't feel like you were worth their time knowing. So then it got to the point where also they would do things without you that they were supposed to do with you. And after enough things went down, I had to quit dealing with that person. So it comes to my conclusion that if you deal with people, you need to watch who you deal with and understand that they're not always what you think they are. I've seen folks say things to you today and then come tomorrow change their subject. But you know what they say, when every door that closes want to open. And I believe that for every time you get a mess going on, like somebody don't do for you what God told them to do, then the next time you turn around, there'll be someone that will do for you what God said. Don't get upset about it. Be happy that, if it didn't work out, it might have saved you from a lot of problems. As in, if you got a friend that don't want to be your friend, then don't worry about it. Let him go. Let her go. Because if you worry about that all the time, then you're just ending up in a mess. If you got a person you're dating or talking about marrying, don't go through with it until you're for sure that they're the one for you. And this is the 28th of August 2014, and it's like 1 or 2 something in the morning, and I'm sort of a night owl, and I pretty much just stay up and talk to you when I feel like it, and sometimes I wait until the next day, which it is the next day, but later on. But I figured since I had a schedule to keep up with when I finally go to sleep and wake up, that I figured I'd go ahead and talk to y'all now, so if I don't get to later on, I've done talk to y'all today. But count this as the Isaac Brigmond Show, even though I didn't say it was, but it is. And on the show, we're talking about the topic of people and why they do what they do. Talk to me, folks. Tell me what your experiences are with people that act jerky and act like they don't care about nothing but themselves. If you get across a person that does that, do please explain to them how it makes you feel what they do to you, because there will be times they will say and do things to you that just are really ridiculous and it don't make no sense. And you people out there that hear the word ridiculous, I said ridiculous, not some other word, and don't get all, well, you cussing and stuff, because that junk gets old fast too, and we don't want to hear you complaining about the cussing stuff when there ain't no cussing been going on. But anyway, folks, I want y'all to get to the point where y'all can talk to me. Tell me what makes you happy, what makes you mad and sad about these people's attitude. Because it's getting to the point where you can't live in this world without somebody getting all mad at you and getting all upset at you. And I'll tell you something. If you want me to tell you something, I'll tell you. I've seen folks come in your face, be like they want to be your friend today, and then come tomorrow, they pretty much are another total different person than what they claim to be. And folks, stay in school if you're already in school. If you're not in school, get in school and stay there. And plus, if you ever do get to school, learn to do as God tells you to do with your education, because it's a good thing to do it. If you can't, now learn. If you ever know something that someone else don't know, teach them. Be their teachers. Be their school. Teach them something they don't know. And if you ever finally get it right with relationships of friends or other type of relationships, be thankful to the Lord for it, because there's not many times it'll ever work out. And when it does, be happy about it. I love you people, and I understand y'all's fears and feelings because I've been there before too. I've had times I worried about financial stuff. I worried about matters of the heart. I worried about a lot of things, but I learned to leave it with the Lord. And we'll still have our worries. I mean, it's hard not to worry about something, but when you do worry, don't worry to the point of, well, it's all going to be downhill. No, it's not. If you put your trust in the Lord, things will work out. But what is the deal with Medicare? Well, Medicare and Medicaid, I think the insurance business is all corrupted by the president we have. And I'm not talking about because of his race. I'm talking about because of his attitude. If he was for God, then wouldn't he be trying to be for us? Because we are good citizens of the United States and we care about our world we live in. But we don't care about having to hear someone tell us, not today, not today. And you're like, not today, what? What not today? Oh, I forgot. No insurance today because you assume that we don't need it. Or all you people that take advantage of welfare, you're just making it harder on us to do the good people. Welfare, Social Security, SSI, retirements, food stamps. There are people that need this stuff, and you can't be messing it up for them. You've got to get your head on correctly. And I'm going to tell you about that right now. But anyhow, the moral of the story is you just need to let things be. Do what God tells you to do and do it right. And I'll tell you something. It's not easy trying to live in this world when people are trying to take away the things we were used to because we needed it and they didn't, because if they did, they'd do it honestly to get what they needed. But I tell you folks, if we live in a world today where we got to pray for everything to work out, then we in bad shape. We need to pray, yes, but do we need to pray about stuff that the government should actually take care of their own self? I tell you folks, we're getting to a bad time in this world. And I wish and hope and pray that we all get this straightened out before it's too late. But, it's just, I guess that I've seen things in my lifetime that have, here's another subject. I have seen things in my lifetime that have spooked me out to the point of being so scared I didn't know what to say. I was like, what? And then I realized there's things out there. I just don't think we understand what it is, and only God knows what it is. I think there's things that God controls that we don't understand that spooks us out because it's just how it is. Maybe He didn't mean for it to spook us out at the time, but it did, and that's why we, what? And I don't think that we stop to ask the Lord, why does these things spook us out so? I think if we did deal with that, we would be in a better frame of mind, be in a better understanding of this stuff. There could be ghosts, there could be well, I know there's angels, but I don't know about ghosts. I'm not going to say yay or nay. That's God. He knows what's out there. Same with aliens. God knows it. I mean, we know that God knows what's out there, but God says we're going to find out one day what is written out there, and we're going to find out hard and fast. And when we find out, we're going to be like, oh, shoot. Sorry, I shouldn't say shoot. I have heard that was a bad word too. So if you say it, better ask God if it's bad. But I will say this. Watch your language, world. You're going to get judged for everything you say and do anymore. It's not easy being good guys and girls anymore. Hard because everything you say and do gets judged, scrutinized, and looked at like it was wrong. And why does these countries do stuff and then turn around and say, oh, I didn't do it, we didn't do it, we didn't do it. If you did it, we're not saying you did it. We're saying that the people in your country that are not right did it. The bad guys in your country. We didn't say the whole country. So don't get all this attitude like we're trying to judge you wrongly when we're not. We're just saying that you had people in your country that did wrong and they don't represent the whole country. Well, they do to the hypocrites. The hypocrites look at it like one man done something in the country, the whole country done it. Hey, whoa, hold on. There are people done things wrong in America, and I don't sit there and say all Americans are bad. Well, it's kind of hard to say that because wouldn't you be shooting your own self in the foot with that one? Yeah, because you're an American too. So by making the statement, if you said all Americans are bad, you shoot yourself in the foot, metaphorically speaking, because you're an American too. A white Southern American. And I did say a white Southern American. Age 33. Now you might say, why do you emphasize on that? Because a lot of you people get me wrong what I am. But I let y'all know straight up. And I tell you straight up. And I'm happy with what's going on in my life. Some things I need to correct, I admit to it. But some things I just need to let it be. But I love you folks, and I'll let y'all know it. But y'all got to understand, I may jibber jabber a lot, but if there's anything I say or don't say that you want to hear about, let me know. Well, I'll let y'all go. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening.